There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Yes, your one disco mother. There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. Infinitesimally small. You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up. Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness. You lost.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your... It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine, hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory as you slowly abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there. Behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even... What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now. It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to you, like the rest of you. It comes from a bad place, somewhere in the past. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You reach out to grab the tie, but this is for quite a long, still ongoing. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying. A terrible mistake. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. The lights are off. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a... Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature... The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's... What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie. With a terrible mistake. Turn the lights off. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. The lights are off. A terrible... It's just a little... The lights... There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Because you're a police officer, sir. Okay, cool.
She means it. She wouldn't defy authority, however sweaty and bloated it may look.
Okay.
Whoa! Something wants to come out of you. A bit of
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression. Come on, why are you still doing this?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
She puts out her cigarette. She looks back at you, a light glint.
And now, it never goodbye.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, if an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, he is your half-brother.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be...
You realize he's waiting for you. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. You instinctively run your hand over your
More classy! Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name, and you're one classy cop.
Yes, well... It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at... Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still in
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the...
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said,
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsate. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
after it's been up in a tree for that long, any kind of ripping is inadvisable. We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber.
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the citizens' militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
He nods.
Talk to the manager. Then we go out. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you.
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices. Could he be irritated with you? He avoids.
Mr. Gart.
Yes?
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so join. Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many...
But you still know your way around, yes?
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here, and I'm not going to start working.
I didn't imply that. Detective. Yes, Detective Cousteau. I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? Why would I have a problem with you? You're a hero cop. Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remote. No, I haven't seen you around. I just got here, remember? Was there anything else? I don't know who killed him. What are you, crazy?
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate... Do I have to answer him?
The lieutenant stands motionless.
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't...
He ignores you.
Behind this building, there's... That's easy.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole?
She went away extra fine.
Let's go.
Not so fast.
No one is saying the
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
One moment you're running like the wind.
Watch out!
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon. Those if it comes.
How's it going? Did one of these tiny apes have a pale green face? It's a joke.
No, you have sustained.
Ma'am, are you all...
Oh, I'm fine.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop... The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I just can't... And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. utterly through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation. No, don't sing the happy song. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. A man in his... Could he be irritable?
Mr.
Yes?
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is Right.
No, I only just got here. It was...
Do you have her number?
As a matter of...
You said you just got here.
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock.
But you still know your...
Yes, I know where some things are, but...
I didn't imply that. I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the court.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole?
I don't know who killed him.
The lieutenant turns the page in...
She went away because none of your business. Extra fine.
Let's go.
Not so fast.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan.
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a...
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him! No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him! It would be wiser! He wants to take your money!
The lieutenant looks at you, tugging on...
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of it.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't...
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. What are you, brain damaged? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for... Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Yes. It is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have. There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange...
I'm sorry, but he has to pay.
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far. No, don't.
Good luck.
By the way, where is... You should totally sing karaoke utterly through a PA system by other people, whether they like it. You have not yet stopped. Serves them right. You have to find something. A man. Could he be...
Mr.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsura.
What? What is this?
Sir,
Yes,
For a moment.
I know it took a...
no, I only...
Do you have her number?
As a matter of...
You said you just...
What? Of Mark?
But you still know your...
Yes, I know.
I didn't imply that. I have everything. You?
Yes, he means behind this building. That's easy.
Does he want you to feel guilty?
I don't know who killed him.
The lieutenant
She went away because none of your business. Does she? Maybe she does. Maybe she pertains to the apocalypse.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Let's go.
Not so far.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie.
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger. Furiously. With both hands. Why?
Watch out!
everything goes dark.
Back so soon. Those are mysteries of the spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal its you awake call.
How's it going out there? Are the tiny apes
Did one of these tiny apes have a pale green face? It's a joke, sweetie. I didn't actually think you saw the kind green ape.
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck.
Ma'am, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. He just tripped over my chair. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop friend. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for in time or space. That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching our sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly... Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. What happened, man? Get your drink on and your act together. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber.
Why the yelling man? Really? You woke me up for that? Fine.
Officer, even after a rude awakening, this dock worker respects the police more than they usually do, at least.
That's the name of my employer.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on? Good. Then for one, I can get some god. Yeah, what about it? You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, The third one gets eaten by a stray dog. If someone has decided to die on top of it, I can tell you.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off. He's strong, but even he...
They say your guy was a killer. Your tree man. He has friends. You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even Sleepy Hair. This doesn't...
Thank God, no.
The worker stares at you.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No corpses.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No.
The dock worker doesn't answer.
The RCM in Martinez. What? Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am pleased to meet you. Of course. Where to? Oh, that.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
No problem. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them.
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Before you stands a motor. Vapor emanates from the lard. This must be the... In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slides out.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a...
He's clearly a little protective of his tool. The pry bar feels cold and heavy. The handles are long and sleek. It's robust. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides.
Yes?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. An inconspicuous pile of the... Because it's nice and orderly. Well laid. No, there's more to this. You get this strange. Hard to say. It's gone now. It's nothing. Someone just left some... An inconspicuous pile of... Because it's nice and orderly. No. An inconspicuous... An inconspicuous pile of... Because it's... No. An inconspicuous...
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as a...
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno!
Love it in the dick.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah!
They pay you no heed.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake!
The fuck does...
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock...
The fuck are you talking?
He's calling us Kuno!
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
What? You wanna fuck Kuno now? That's it? That's all you've got? No! Got your ass handed to you by the Kuno. Who's the man now, huh? Kuno's the man? You wouldn't...
What was that, Kuno?
Nothing, see, nothing. Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what... Kuno's Kuno?
Kuno.
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang.
He lays the names out there with pride and precision.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Everybody, please!
Escalate, Kuno! It's
Pigs in here in Kuno! Somebody, please!
Thump. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling. Kuno feels it.
What?
No, officer. You did this. Get yourself together.
For heaven's sake, he thinks. This has gone too far. Don't make...
Okay, pig.
If this act was about him...
Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad...
The creature behind the fence.
Okay, pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want? You're dreaming, pig. That...
A little. But don't...
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno! Fuck his fat ass!
Shitload, pig. What?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno!
probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other... Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. Kuno's fucking... Kuno uses the fucking...
End of conversation.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost!
Right, Pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
The fucking well!
They're trying to make you feel...
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah, the king... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S. Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but she came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. All in all, Kuno respects madness.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But
Fuck you!
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, Pig.
this is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's in...
Stop talking to him!
She understands what you're trying.
Yo, see? Did Kuno... Talk, Pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right, she's a killer. Like, actually a killer. Killing is serious shit. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just...
The creature peers at you. Fear.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, Pig, you don't want to know. Fuck knows. She says it's the song of crazy people.
Some things are too...
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some... Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway. Dripping wet. By the fucking shoe rack. In the dark. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk. Under the... Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing. Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen, listen. See, it's Kuno's go-to.
This is what it all comes down to.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. Do you understand?
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
You made a big fucking mistake there. A huge mistake. Say go professionally.
Told you, you shouldn't deal with that.
She won. The girl is ignoring. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed?
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay. See that ladder there? It's probably...
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you...
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her. Why? I just told you.
This trash container, there's something in there. The body is downwind from here.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep... What do you mean, feel? I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here. All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force. None, because they don't exist. There isn't, but we should still we could try using a pry bar.
Did someone say, pry bar, your palms yearn?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this baby wide. You stick the pry bar into the fissure beneath the lid and push down. It doesn't take much force. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Baptiste Soleil, among the threadbare kitchen, has the legs of the slime.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty. The belt is missing. That's it.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the... Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and this establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about? Kids?
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into... It's just organic waste. Nothing. It's... What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from something larger. A clipboard.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Well...
His eyes express a rare condolence.
Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly... The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
The corpse looks at you with bulb. You seem to be... A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body...
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is... You feel a great force ringing from your... until a pool of vomit lies under you.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia, if you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaver. I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell.
There is fruit nearby. There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic. Right. What more do you need? A rubber condom stuck to the back. A graffito that said, below the pathetics, terror. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones, a monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. A dozen pages of thin copy paper. Color of the irises. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and the rest of the stinking cellular. There he still is, looking right. You try to. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Are you okay?
The weight.
You're facing tough.
What is... You heard the coach. This is weakness. It cannot go on much longer, or you will lose.
An appropriate attitude. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together.
Can I help you? How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. The trash collection service, CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops.
Thank you anyway.
Yes? Absolutely.
You wait and see, absolutely, in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. An old monument stands in a silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the squad." Not a good track record of mental health in that family. What did he do? High above you, the king's... You see several packaged raincoats fill a...
What is what? If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real. Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Okay. I'm not...
She looks up from...
Yes. What we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
A colourful display of cigarettes there, in that dark green glass, all in vain.
Sure. But I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and...
Don't ask. Know this. You will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
No, Frit only...
A small cabinet.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma. Okay, don't, like...
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. I know, sir. Are you interested in a new and... Okay, sir. I'll try... My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our web. I'm signalling that the store is open.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the...
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards
cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived. I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
We can go into the bookstore and ask a...
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
It does not manifest itself in any way. No such...
Anything else? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about it happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Those are unhappy books for most of the pages. I haven't read many of those. Maybe I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though. No.
You can take this. Blossom like a pain flower. The girl is at a loss for words. She shifts and sways on her feet, looking...
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how to help you. Sir, sorry.
It's time to leave it.
That's really not in romance. These are not very... Well, maybe some about other books? Oh, King. I think that's why people...
Seems like most people who read them.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Why would they do that, sir? You're not that old. Maybe you'll do something... Yes, sir. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. It's exciting. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick What's that mean? And everything's better now, sir? Why is that? Oh, okay. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen.
She looks at dark, arrogant. That's not a healthy look. Muscles get big. She examines the picture closely.
Sure you could, sir. He's just a fiction. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books. No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. That's a friendly enough face, most of the time. Every snowflake is like a little...
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden.
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going. She looks around, and the lieutenant stands by, a facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued. She brings out her reddened hands.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex. She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Because you usually aren't. I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt. Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with
You know, like a cat in the dark. Or
the swiveling eyes of a... Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about...
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Welcome to crime. Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find...
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post? Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Great. On a scale of 1 to...
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business. You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happen. Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? Indeed. Oh.
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
God, I've told her not to do that. It's...
This economy is a mysterious force.
She can, if she hasn't...
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
She stands stiff.
Oh, no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
Oh, well...
My husband is completely different.
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No, he made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. Exactly. She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied it. I assure you, I have all...
The woman looks aloof. Her several maps. The maps look old and faded.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing. It's an out-of-date map from when some design studio people tried to They didn't get that far, for some reason.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now.
You just can't. Out of the rain and into the gutter.
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it. Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the... Right, I have to get back to my...
You see,
Excuse me, officer. The back room is...
just as you're about to...
Sir, don't touch that. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away. Why? It's not... I am sorry. I don't mean to be so No, it's just a... No!
Lies. There is something. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash.
I warned you. You're...
A heavy door with... What if you just break it down? That's right. Take in your surroundings. Steady breathing. Solid core. The room is dimly lit and littered with old... It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood only an echo. A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you? What is this place? No, it's a gym. Though it looks... I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural.
A barbell lies on it's 60 kilograms. There are no collars. Why does it feel so familiar?
You're right. The weight may fall off. But it would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating.
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber. The squeaky sound of... It's just a memory. A memory from another life. An iron safety curtain. What an odd thing to do. Still nothing. Those curtains prove to be so.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things? Why do you think there's something on the other side? In any case, there's no way.
Your flashlight slides over an old. Some of the writing has faded. The photo collage. The entire oceans have been. You see primitive oil rigs built, albeit dark and cold. A pinned postcard reads, "This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words. Mini-me stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left. These lithe, pointy, translucent Welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether Welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? One of the Welkins, towering. It's Vara Hamira, the Haldor, the Twar.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. This looks like concept art for a project. Political commentary. Just look at those.
And for what? The handwriting is only partly legible. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. This old fireplace is covered. Radio frequencies, it seems. Unclear. It looks like a. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations. All lead back to. Looks like a surveillance program. Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air. Whoever decides to call. All of this is gone. There's no way a little basement.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. This appears to be some.
A radio computer. Just.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal. It's empty like a beehive. The filament you have would fit perfect like a smooth draw. A bar of fat. Oh no. It was all. The static gets loud.
Good afternoon. Fortress X. Please repeat. Is this the product? The filament you have inserted in? Yes. Is that good?
You should ask her for a hint.
No.
A hint system is not.
Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without.
I'm afraid we are not doing that. Unless.
Now, can you please received? I would.
That sounds bad. A login. Don't worry. Password.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Yes, I am alive. I am.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job. I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you. As for me, well, I am
On an island on the river Esperance, a small... Doesn't it get lonely? Sitting...
lonely. Why would it get lonely?
That's why she does...
Now, please tell me if there's anything else. Fortress Accident is the company. One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produce. Any other questions? Good. Please repeat. Proceed.
Don't worry. Password...
Fortress Accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are... The filament slide. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular...
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like... Not to my knowledge. But I don't think anyone has attempted through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Then there's the game master frequency.
His fascination has swept aside other...
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's...
A thick layer of coal. Looks like this furnace has a fate.
Looks like it. Looks like no one has used it in ages.
It's dark and grimy here.
What are you doing? Wait, really? We should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on with these curtains.
A lush layer of... You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad. 3 dangerous stripes appear.
What are you doing? Please wipe your face clean, officer.
These 3 stripes give you strength in this...
And this protects you? Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Just pointing out. This is not traditional. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be...
Your hand reaches deep.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable. Take it. You're a police...
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez.
He likes this.
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary...
You see a terrifying ice bear. This ice bear is a high... The lieutenant doesn't answer. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found...
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name. You pocket the note, and the little fridge... A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money.
The fridge buzzes with... The note is written with a blue pencil on a...
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still... You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home.
Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left. That's a plausible hypothesis. It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker. Something close to you died.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises an electric sizzle. The room is slightly quiet. The bear's eyes are dead and empty. There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. Ha ha ha. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time. The lieutenant is clearly...
Officer, you just need to be stronger.
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today.
You broke down the back door. I suppose it's just a door. This place is... I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Of course you didn't. You're all right. You know what? But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity? You did? Then it has to be true. I've suspected... Yes, I've heard that. Some unnatural magic, I assume.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery...
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in... thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring. A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the
Hello?
You've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything?
After you, officer.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been... So what kind of...
Could this be the malicious entity? She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to... Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite... Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of...
As she speaks, role-playing games? You know the one made by Foot.
Very good. Might take a look around and see if there's any particular...
This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm.
Nothing really.
Who cares about the dead body? The lieutenant looks at his...
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. Well, there's always something going on during daytime, there are usually those, but I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is... It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. It's an odd profession, making dice for people.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular... Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out. Not especially. I like working with rare materials.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right.
Creative.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the Whirling in Rat? You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Center project. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons. The jig is up. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Is it now? I've always thought, well, if you ever...
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
More or less. Are you interested? It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer a kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger. And that, Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanity. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and... You mean Mr. Fabron?
But what drugs exactly?
He got high on some weird taxidermy.
Even you can almost see it. A small, sickly...
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came. Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among them. And you know how all kinds of and, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand. Anything else? Fortress Accident, the radio game.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them. They certainly took their work very... The usual. They ran out of... Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some ground. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot. In the end, they just didn't get it done.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is... Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that.
Not the wisest decision. You would have...
The dice is black.
Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled Revershow ICT. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas. Of course not. The bear... Eventually, Revershow ICT lost the... maybe. He said that the bear...
Scary, but cool.
It's an imaginary beast that, by telling you to do more...
A wise and the horrific necktie tightens around your neck.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. Anyway, now you know the...
Outside.
Anything else? Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're...
Didn't we already talk about this? What are you talking about? My address...
No. The old coal plant that used to be here was
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? You're right. Does it mean that...
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the... She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
Do you know what this is? It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry. I drove it into the ground within a year. No, you're right. It wasn't just the jewelry. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures? Yeah. Or maybe that's why people like it's like. But anyway, thanks for sharing.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them. A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand.
Before you say anything, just don't say you don't. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
A third order presence.
A great dark relief.
I've heard of these triactors. I understand everything, sir. May the Lord be with you.
Well, this has been...
Yes.
Should we get out of here?
Do you feel that? Of course you do. You don't even know what it is you're feeling. But you can feel it. That's the mark of a true... The time has come to connect to RVD.
Everything all right, detective? This again?
Ignore the lieutenant. He's never connected with... It takes time to block out the sounds of the world.
Oh, for God's sake.
Bzzzt. Do you... Acknowledged. Connection established.
Is this about the question?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear...
Saint Baptiste. Saint Baptiste.
She is right.
I don't really know what
There he still is. Look. There he still is, looking. Ha ha ha. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time. Little black bubble.
Officer.
Relax. It's... There he still is. Look, ha ha ha. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time. Little black...
Officer.
Relax. There he still is, looking right. Ha ha ha. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time. The lieutenant.
Officer.
Relax. There he still is, looking. Ha ha ha. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time. Little black...
Officer.
Relax. It's... There he still is, looking. Ha ha ha. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time. Little black bub.
Officer.
Relax. It's okay. There he still is, looking. Ha ha ha. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time. Little black bubbles pop on the corpse's lips, decay liquid, like tar. It's like he's gurgling.
Officer.
Relax. There he still is, looking. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to ring. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile. They feel alien. These are clearly not boots. They're armor. Possibly.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabaton, ceramic plate, zircon under the heel. Fair weather. The locals probably scavenged it. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor.
If you wear those pieces, it will. Yes, bullets will fly. They all will.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics. A good point. He could have been intoxicated.
What was that? He was. Why else would he call it a very good point? Does this mean you're a...
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is
not too much, yes. It's a sorry situation, I agree. That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
This feels dangerous. The stench feels...
Stop! Pig's gonna pull.
Brutal!
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Pull his head off. There's no point What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boat. There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic...
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the...
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. It's the ledger you found in the trash. An aluminium block runs the width of the board. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker.
What? That thing. It's halogen. It depends. Aside from an...
How many years you've been on the force?
Any capable light with a... All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to read.
This means you can read.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter." It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. There is, for precisely the task you inspect, the interview, a satisfying slash, things to be done and things already.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making... It's okay.
God knows I've made my share. Like a fan of girls, you don't exactly close them. The acidic stench of rotting. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. U4 The man before you is... The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of... This is a steel reinforced... Oh my! Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt.
Extremely. Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cars. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminate. I was afraid it would be. A noose is one of those things. I think they lassoed the branch. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
The cadaver hangs from an intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. From the right shoulder, his corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol? Your fist clenches suddenly. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cyber. I agree.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from it.
Shit, Kuno!
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he opened.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical... Sure, just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute, his eyes are dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is red.
I'm gone. I'm a joke. Look at me. There is nothing funny about a killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead, copper. Into the what? In the past. What do you mean? It's the power of humanity.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you.
He loves them because you're a copper coming right up. Copper Rooney. Fuck no. You're... No, you don't. Because you have loved it, me improvocapo. Sure, Lobo. Looking at my face, motionless. Looking... You're a lying sack of shit, cop. Do I remind you?
A child born with Muller's disease. Harlequin.
There you go. Look at...
Feeling nausea. Vomiting.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with...
As you narrow your eyes, only the lower extremities are pink.
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh. You are trying to assess...
The monster comes back into focus.
So, what do you think? I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe...
Stop talking. It means you fucked him up good, Kuno.
A pool of blood and...
The victim appears to have...
The fuck is... Talking about shit.
Maybe. I think he was upright. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if there are...
But there is no breath to catch. Only...
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver?
The cadaver...
So am I. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up.
There's no question. There's only cutting. How hard can it be?
Climb up there and saw the branch? I don't trust that ladder. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobat. There has to be a less risky way.
Yeah!
How? Yes.
Yeah. Don't miss!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
But what else can we do? I don't doubt your physical prowess. The risk of acrobatic failure.
The fuck have you got against comedy pigs?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The union appeared to be...
Confirmed. It's unsafe.
Okay. They do have the tools and the men. And since it looks... Okay. Let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of...
Of course. Come back late.
you see a young man on about.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking.
It's the god. Don't let him go.
Apologies, but
the god himself has denied you.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. As you wish. Apologies.
The god himself.
Absolution? I'm not sure that's a good idea. I'm not throwing anything. As you wish. Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this...
By God, this young man has the body...
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is...
We will remove the body.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you.
And when did you...
Last week? I don't...
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend, though. It was my Sunday friend.
Hey, son, makes sense. Friends are... He doesn't reply. Gesturing, no. Someone hides behind a curtain.
My name?
Martin Martinet.
Occasionally. You're right. It's horrible for this...
Not that he has to worry.
No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Time to bring out your secret...
Trash?
Please don't go.
Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know. He could be a witness. Him or his... There has to be a way of getting inside the...
This is a wall on the side of an apartment. It's just a racist mug. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage? So again, you...
Scab?
What did he just call you?
No, I said scab. Good one, officer. Don't imagine. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Body still hanging in the tree? I'm not really an admirer.
What's the matter with this wimp? Is he obstructing justice?
I don't operate in that capacity. I walk right. Yeah, the two, then press the, then go past him again. and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not. Or you could convert to a Semini Supreme. Not yet, no.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter.
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven... Sure. Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better here at the harbor. You know, serio.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about...
Life? I'll be with...
Have you no shame?
René,
I'm trying to.
These manly men are playing ball. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You, God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and the cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything an embodiment of peace. Behold the fear and confusion. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
Merde! Bordel! What the hell is your problem? I don't care if you are a cop. You do not!
A man his age getting worked up like that?
You vandalized our game, son! We can't prétend we fight. No, we are not good!
take it easy, René. This...
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. Will this... No, it will God...
Thank you, officer. This is really something...
Mon Dieu.
Just talk. It'll smooth...
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. In Martinez, the union cop is a pejorative term. If I knew, I would not be afraid.
This is a man with a lot of past, but...
Ah, yes.
Oh.
Cocaine.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Some decisively, without fear. Revachol would be a different place if more people real.
Don't get...
The Carabinier doesn't. No one and nothing can change this man's mind.
Oh, old Philippe was a big fan of the purple nose.
You can't even take risks. That's why the Philippian...
I'm satisfied with this.
Of course.
Philippe III was even brought into this world with the...
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
From what I've seen of the officers of the RCM... right. Yes. I do. Fire from...
Heavy artillery fire, you say?
Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital in... Sadly, no. Should have fought dirty, like they did with this. This place is damn big. Yes.
He finds your...
Martinez was used as one of the 3 foot. This here is blood ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing bit.
Blood ground. You got all grenades.
Damn right, son. They let the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves.
The rest of the city.
Well, it's your own damn.
You don't even begin to.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Preposterous! Surely you don't mean. I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned to
this royal.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. A true king in both blood and mind. Led revolution. Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The suzerain is the king. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened.
Hey. Psst. Hey. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the land. Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have failure? It's about failure. Of course you do. You are failure. You are communism. Absolutely you alone. Against every living. You against the atom. The charm. Now get to work, comrade. Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagon. Too late to back out now.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out. His posture is relaxed.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock.
From the corner of your eye.
Very good stuff. I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like...
The words, there.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Well, there's the fishing village. Yeah, not really.
Again from another planet. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Our brigade. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long. Feels like forever. Yeah.
Behind the laugh, however.
So tell me, what do you need? He ain't one of us drivers.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more. It's like, what? Some pretty wild stuff I hear. I've heard talk.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines.
They want to keep that money flowing. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. Used to. Not my thing. Chasing.
What's better than chasing?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got the bosses, man. Makes sense. It sucks.
Maybe don't tell people. The people they don't like.
Oh, high-grade narcotics. Really?
Time to arrest him.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise.
There's no denying it. Your body...
Not unless they've...
Never. They would never illegally...
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo.
There it is again. The man taps his fingers rhythmically.
Don't be a stranger. Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a...
Cool. We all want to...
Just like that, he slips out of your reach.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. Every school of thought and government has failed in it. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol.
I know exactly what... But you see, I'm an...
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Whatever you say, officers. Oh man, oh god man. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Yeah, miss.
Your body does not... Don't say anything. Size him up first.
That is precisely. You reek of it. An invisible sword.
It's not good.
No, show him the ham still got it.
Begging. You will be.
It is.
There is a... This man is not budging.
We still need to get...
Last we saw, your race was being superseded by the Semini. That bring your troops to the Seminine. The walls will be lined.
This is your chance. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate. How did this...
You must...
Your fist...
The words, good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic... betrayed.
Yeah.
Your body, don't say anything. Size him up first.
That is precise. You reek of it. An invisible.
It's not good.
Yes. I'll rule it.
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed.
Your life and the life of your race revolve around. No, you don't.
Show him the ham still got it.
Begging. You get. You don't. You will be.
It is, babe.
There is a button right behind him. This man is not budging. Let's hope.
That bring your troops. The walls will be.
This is your job. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate. Just like that, instinct took over. The man is reeling. Gasp. He's open. Rip. The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses in.
Looks like you're the new man.
Her voice is...
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go.
The man is still knocked out. It'll take a few